Welcome back. You're still tuned into Trading Hour on CNBC-TV18 with a lot of action happening in the F&O space as well. So let's get in Mangalam to get us all the trends. Mangalam.
Well, so it is a Tuesday today, which means it is weekly options expiry for the Nifty and a lot of volatility cannot be ruled out. But for now, we've seen the first hour itself see a sharp fall from the highs for the frontline indices. So the Nifty Bank, the mid-cap index, all of them not in a very good mood if you're a bull. So that's why we're seeing a fair amount of selling. And that's reflected in a couple of other parameters as well, the mood of the market. The first one is the India VIX. Remember, the start of the week, the India VIX was sub 10 and now it's gone towards 12. It's 11.5 right now. So after a 10% rise, we've seen that higher by about 4.5% in today's trading session as well. So closer to 11.5. The second part that we're looking at is the market breadth. For the second, third day running, the market breadth is firmly in favor of declines as against advances. So now nearly 2,000 stocks in the red for about 800 stocks which are in the green. So those lines far and wide apart after having crisped and crossed. So that is an important part. It wasn't like just a trend day where the red lines were above the green line right from the start, but now it is crisped and crossed. So that makes it a little more difficult for the bulls to make a comeback. But who's to say they won't? Because if you look at, the day's high on the Nifty, what's interesting is what would happen with the 25,200 mark last week and the week before that is now happening with the 25,300 mark. So structurally, the market is moving higher, but only consolidating at higher levels. So October 10th, the high was 25,331, thereafter 25,270, and today is 25,310. And that's where the option writers for today are positioned themselves at as well. 25,300 call, the premium all but eroded. So the bulls believe that, this is a mark that they can't achieve. Bears believe this is a mark that they will hold. 25,200 call writers also fairly active for a premium of almost 35-40 rupees, telling you that they believe that 25,250 may perhaps also not come by. But at the lower levels, bulls are holding their horses for the 25,150 level. So the 25,150 put fairly active in today's trading session so far, telling you that 25,100 could be an important support, at least on the way down. So what is it that the option writers are expecting? The Nifty expiry range between 25,100 to 25,250 thereabouts. That's the broad range for the frontline index. And be that as it may for the frontline index, a lot of individual stocks are also seeing some long positions being added. So IREDA, MCX, ICICI Pru, all of them have added a fair amount of long positions. They're well bid in today's trading session. And among the stocks on the downside, you don't see as much shorting as you are seeing long unwinding. So KFIN, for instance, has seen a lot of long positions being unwound. In terms of short or shorting individual stocks, there isn't a case of one or two stocks which has seen a big amount of shorting. So that's a good part. That tells you that, we're consolidating at high levels, and right now we're testing the lower levels of that consolidation at high levels.
Take that point. Thank you so much, Mangalam, for joining in. While we're talking of markets coming off from the highs of the day, that is something which is happening with precious metals as well. Silver, for instance, you're seeing those flashes. Silver has fallen nearly 5% from the day's high. Gold continues to be higher, but silver prices, which crossed that $50 an ounce mark last week itself, that is seeing some profit booking right now. And we are seeing that because of lack of availability of silver, physical silver, it is trading at premium as well in terms of the mutual fund numbers and physical silver as well in some places in the country as well. Hinzing, of course, is in focus. It is one of the biggest producers of silver in the country. So that stock will be on your radar. But of course, we'll keep getting Manisha as well to get you an update on silver prices. For now, we'll slip into a short break. When we come back, we'll talk more about markets on the other side. Stay tuned for that.